Hello Year 2 and welcome to today's maths lesson on drawing 2D shapes. To begin with, I would like you to tell me whether these are squares or not. So what do you think? Question 1, that green square, well, is it a square or is it not a square? So I would like you to tell me whether these shapes are squares or not. So number 1, is that green shape a square or is it not? What do you think? That's right, it is a square because it's got 4 sides and 4 vertices. How about number 2, is that blue shape a square or not? That's right, it is a square. Again, 4 sides, 4 vertices. How about the orange shape, number 3? Is that a square or is it not a square? It's not a square. It's not got 4 sides and it's not got 4 vertices, so it's not a square. And it's not got any right angles. If you remember, we spoke about how right angles, you can make a little square in it, whereas here I can't make a little square because it's got a curved side, so it's not a square. How about question 4, is that shape with the water droplets on it a square or not a square? It is a square. Just because it's got a funny pattern on it, it doesn't mean it's not a square. It's still got 4 sides and it's still got 4 vertices. So we're going to have a look at these children draw some rectangles. So, is this shape a rectangle? Yes, it is, because it's got 2 sides the same length and another 2 sides a different but same length. So we can see here that 1 square long and 1 square long here, so they are the same sides, same length, and 2 squares on this side, 2 squares on this side. So it's got 2 equal sides. It's got 2 groups of 2 equal sides. It's got 4 sides. How about this shape? Rectangle or not a rectangle? That's right, it is a rectangle because it's got 2 sides the same length here, and another 2 sides the same length. So in total, 4 sides. Now, how about this shape? A rectangle or not a rectangle? It's got 4 sides, so surely it should be a rectangle if it's got 4 sides. Not quite. It actually, because this side here, which the cross just covered up, this side here is not the same length as this side over here. So even though this side is the same length as this one because it goes over 2 squares, it means, because it's on an angle, it's diagonal, it means that the other sides, the long sides, aren't the same length, so it's not a rectangle. Okay, how about these triangles? So we've got 1 line on that one, 2 lines on that one. We've got a whole triangle on the left, that blue shape. This is a triangle. It's got 3 sides and 3 vertex, or 3 vertices I should say. Now this triangle, is that shape going to work the way that that line is going? If I finish that line, is that going to make a triangle? Sort of does, but this bit of the line here means that it's not a triangle, so we need to get rid of that line going up and go across to join up to the other side, so it gives us 3 vertices. So there you go, that is a triangle with 3 sides as well. Now this time pentagons, remember pentagons have 5 sides, and if a shape has 5 sides it must have 5 vertices as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we counted up 5 lines that were drawn, but let's have a look this time at the sides. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So even though the girl drew 5 lines, 5 movements of her pencil, there's actually only 4 sides, so it's not a pentagon. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one is a pentagon because look, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. There you go, it's going to change that one over there, hopefully. So there you go, it's now got, let me get rid of this pen and we can count them up this time. It's now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides on the pentagon. Okay, so what do you think this shape might be? A bit of it is being covered. So, do you think it was a triangle, a square, a rectangle, or a pentagon? What do you think? Let's have a see what this boy says. He says, triangle, square, rectangle, pentagon. Let's try out a triangle first. If this was a triangle, we've already got 3 sides and our triangle doesn't join up. There's a whole missing space. So it can't be a triangle. How about a square? What do you think? Well, you can see here that there is a diagonal line. That means that all the sides aren't going to be the same length. We can see that this one actually goes up a little bit taller than the other 3 sides that we've got. So it can't be a square. How about a rectangle? What do you think? Can't be a rectangle because, again, this diagonal line here shows us that the 2 sides opposite each other are not going to be the same length. So they can't be rectangles. We've got 4 sides potentially, but not 2 the same and 2 the same. And how about a pentagon? What do you think? A pentagon, remember, has 5 sides. Do you think that could be a pentagon, this shape? Let's have a look. There we go. It can be a pentagon. Remember, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So it is indeed a pentagon. Well done if you managed to guess that at home. So it's your turn now to have a go at the questions on your worksheet. Good luck, everybody. If you need help, make sure you come to one of the catch-up calls.